Hello student, welcome once again in our English class. Today we are going to learn the new lesson named Tsunami. Students, can you tell me, have you ever heard about tsunami? Have you ever seen that horrible movies in which volcano erupt and big waves engulf the entire city and people scramble down to save their lives and the one they loved? But these things completely happen in the movie. Students, in fact, the movies are inspired by real life or real life event. Everything change in just blink of the eye. Here instance, I will tell you some incident took place in Andaman and Nicobar. Some real stories we are going to learn in this lesson. Students, tsunami hit Thailand and Andaman and Nicobar coastal areas and some Tamil Nadu coast, and it makes huge loss of lives and property. But do you know what is tsunami is? Yes. Let's see what is tsunami is. Student, see, tsunami, it is a Japanese word. Tsunami is a Japanese word. Tsu means harbor and nami means wave. Tsunami are giant waves caused by earthquake or volcanic eruption under the sea. Out in the depths of ocean, tsunami waves do not dramatically increase in the height, but as the waves travel inland, they build up to higher and higher heights as the depth of the ocean decreases. The speed of tsunami waves depend on the ocean depth rather than distance from the source of the waves. In December 26, 2004, that is the day of after the Christmas day, a massive earthquake under the Indian Ocean triggered a tsunami and that strikes Asia including India, killing almost 2,30,000 lives. It is a huge damage, students. Just consider how deadly tsunami ever it has been. Nearly about 1,50,000 lives drastically affected in Asia, and in India near Tamil Nadu coast nearly 6,000 people were killed due to this drastically and horrible tsunami. Students, today I am going to show you, or today we are going to study the lesson tsunami and just see what kind of different experience are there in this lesson. Before you look or before you read the lesson, look at the map of Andaman and Nicobar Island given here. You can see that Andaman and Nicobar on the Google also. Okay students, see, first out, read the Andaman and Nicobar. Read about them. See, North Andaman is there, Middle Andaman is there, Lower Andaman is there, Port Blair, one of the famous island. Port Blair is there. It is under control of British government. Then Little Andaman is there, and at the west of Andaman there is a Nicobar Island. On the Nicobar there are also various group of islands are there. Look at that, Indian Ocean is beside it, then Car Nicobar is there, then these places, look at them carefully. Tarasa, then Kachal, Little Nicobar, then Non Kovri, Great Nicobar. So these are the places or group of islands between the Andaman and Nicobar. Students, in 2004, these areas were drastically affected and tremendous loss of lives and property will took place in these areas. And therefore, here some sentences are given to you to study about. Now read these sentences below, rewrite the incorrect ones after correcting the mistakes. So you have to find out which sentence is correct and which is the wrong one. I will explain you, I will help you to find out that. Look at that first sentence. Kachal is an island. Kachal is an island. And it is the true one. Kachal is an island and it is at Nicobar area. It is in the Nicobar India area. It is the part of Andaman group or of Hill Island? No, it is the part of Nicobar Islands. Then look at that third sentence. Non-Cowrie is an island in the Nicobar group. Yes, if you look it here, then it is the part of islands of Nicobar group. Then Kachal and North-Cowrie are more than 100 miles apart. Is that true, students? No, it is not true. But the distance between these two islands is only 21.1 kilometer. Okay, students, here scale of the map is given to you. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are to the west of India. Yes, they are west of India. Then the Nicobar Islands are to the north of the Andaman Island. No, Nicobar Island are to the west of Andaman Island. So these are the questions, these are the sentences given for you for better understanding of this lesson. So students, let's see what happened and what are the different stories are given in this lesson. And before starting this lesson, I want to just show you what kind of disaster took place during the tsunami. I will show you one video in which how water flows or how water gushes out into that. Just see it. Student, just look at that video. In this video, you can see how that cars and how that property loss took place. See how that water, what is the quantity of or what is the amount of water gushes inside the living area. Just see how that water comes in and what kind of that situation will face by that people at that position. Just see, just imagine, student, what is that condition, what is that effect of tsunami on these people. Just see it out. Okay, students, like that tsunami affects whole area of Andaman and Nicobar and some Tamil coast in 2004. Okay, student, it is the example for you. I want to show you just how tsunami comes and how that water level rises immediately in that area. It is the for example for you, student. Okay, student, so let's see, let's start our lesson. Here on the next page, let's see one picture of tsunami and their effects, that tremendous loss of lives and the whole property was destroyed, how that vehicles and how that villages have been destroyed there. Just see and look at out. A tsunami is very large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes under the sea that we have seen. What is tsunami? Tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes or volcanic eruption under the sea. On 26 December 2004, a tsunami hit Thailand and parts of India such as Andaman and Nicobar Island and the Tamil Nadu coast too. Here are some stories of courage and survival. In this lesson we are going to learn, we are going to study about some courageous and some survivals of some people in that areas. Did animals sense that tsunami was coming? Some stories suggest that they did. What do you think, student? Did animals sense that tsunami was coming? Yes. Many of time we have seen that animals have sense that disaster and therefore they start barking, they start not to eating, they avoid hold the food. They start running from the houses like that. They are afraid. It means they show some indication of disasters. And here also we will take experience of this kind of animal sense. Okay, student. So let's start studying that stories and their survivals. Look at that. This is the first part of our lesson. These stories are from the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Archipelago, it means a group of many islands and the surrounding sea. It means group of many islands from Andaman and Nicobar. Here there is one character introduced here, and that is Ignatius. Look at that. What happened? The tragedy in Ignatius' life during that tsunami 2004. Ignatius was the manager. He was manager of a cooperative society in Kachal. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. Look at that scene, student. At the early morning, all the people were asleep, and at that time, Ignatius' wife woke him up at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. As they were very near to the sea or ocean, his wife felt that earthquake at 6 a.m. early in the morning, and she woke up Ignatius. And Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table and put it down on the ground so that it would not be fall and break. And for precautions purpose, what did Ignatius do there? Ignatius put off his television set and put it down on the ground. He don't want to fall it down and break it, and therefore he took that precautions. Then the family rushed out of the house as there was a huge, the magnitude of earthquake was huge, tremendous, and therefore the whole family along with their children, they rushed out from their houses. When the tremors stopped, look at that next para. When the tremors stopped, tremor means slight shake of earth tremors. Okay, slightly shaking that earth surface. So when the tremors stopped, they saw the sea rising, and they noticed that the sea water level rises tremendously. In the chaos and confusion, in the noise, chaos means that noise and confusion, two of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father. It means their grandfather and mother's brother, and rush in the opposite direction. Because of there is so much of confusion and trouble, their two children miss their hands, and they gone away with the mother's father and mother's brother in opposite direction of Ignatius. But very sadly say, he never saw them again. He never saw them again. They swept away. His wife was also swept away with the tsunami's water. Student, can you imagine that force of tsunami's water? The height of the wave is nearly approx 90 meter. Look at that height, students. Just imagine 90 meter of height of waves are there, and due to that waves, his wife and children were swept away. Only the three other children who came with him were saved, and Ignatius and other three children who came with the Ignatius were saved. What a horrible experience it was. Student, let's see what are the other experiences are there. Sanjeev was a policeman. Sanjeev was a policeman serving in the Kachal island. You have seen that Kachal in the group of Nicobar Islands. Serving in the Kachal island of the Nicobar group of islands, he somehow managed to save himself. Here, Sanjeev managed to save himself, his wife, and his baby daughter from the waves. His wife and his baby daughter from the waves. But then he heard the cries for the help from the wife of John. But as he saved his family, he heard the cries for help from the wife of John. Who is John? The guest house cook. And that cook's wife stuck into that tsunami's water, and Sanjeev heard the cries of that wife of John. Sanjeev then jumped into the water to rescue her, but they were both swept away. Very sadly say, they both were swept away in that tsunami's water. What a horrible fate for Sanjeev is. Look at that. Next experience, 13-year-old Meghna, just 13-year-old Meghna was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. And what a tragedy is there. She spent 2 days floating in the sea, holding on the wooden door. Oh my God, what a terrible day she faced there. She spent 2 days floating in the sea. Meghna, 13-year-old girl, faced 2 days floating in the sea and holding on the wooden door. Just imagine. 11 times she saw relief helicopters which bring help to the poor people, to the stuck people during the floods. And she saw relief helicopters overhead, but they did not see her. She was brought to shore by wave and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. It means what? She was brought on the shore by the huge wave as she stuck over the wooden door and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. Then look at that next story. Almaz Javed. Almaz Javed was 10 years old boy. Almaz Javed was a 10 years old girl. She was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair. She was student of a Carmel Convent in Port Blair, where her father had petrol pump. And her father had a petrol pump. Her mother Rahila's home was in Nancowry Island. Her mother Rahila's home was in Nancowry Island. The family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. As we learned that this tsunami occurred on 26th December, and before a day all the family of Almaz Javed went there to celebrate Christmas. When the tremors came early in the morning, the family was sleeping. When the tremors, that shaking of earth, means earthquake, occurs, that whole the family was sleeping. Almaz's father saw the sea water recede. Almaz's father saw that sea water recede. Students, as you know that at the time of tsunami, there is a tremendous change in the water level. Before tsunami, all the water, that seashore's water, goes back. And he understood that the water would come rushing back with a great force. And when that kind of water moves back, it will again come with a great force and a great height, with a great speed. And he woke everyone up and tried to rush them to a safer place. As he was a father, he woke everyone and tried to rush, tried to make safe all these familiars. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on the head by something and he fell down. As they ran, Alma's grandfather was hit on the head by something and he fell down. Her father rushed to help them, but then came the first giant wave that swept both of them away. But as he was trying to rescue his father, the first giant wave came and swept both them away. Alma's mother and aunt stood clinging to the leaves of coconut trees, calling out to her. A wave uprooted the tree and they too were washed away. As the force of that waves are too big, they both were uprooted, means they both were washed away because of uprooted the tree, means the tree was also flown away where they clinging, both that Alma's mother and aunt. Alma saw a log of wood floating, but Alma saw a log of wood floating. She climbed on to it, then she fainted. As she climbed, she fainted. When she woke up, when she woke up, she was in a hospital in Kamalta. She was in a hospital in Kamalta. From there, she was brought to Port Blair. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She is still traumatized. She is still traumatized. It means she was in a great shock and distress. What a terrible faith that Almas had. Student, these stories are very serious stories and very dreadful. Here we have ended our first session. Thank you for hearing. We will continue this lesson in our next session. I know you are very curious to know about the lesson. Thank you. Thank you for hearing me.